The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Let's go now.
Richardson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll run again with Richardson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the opening. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to fire that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Hardman on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
You look at this Packers defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Morgan looks to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd down and 4. Here's Richardson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go, Shaq.
Off the play fake, Love. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Morgan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Love. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Ready.
Love from the gun. This is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Morgan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They run with Richardson. Past the 20. 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working out of the gun. Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
49-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Here's Morgan. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's go now.
To throw now. Here's Love.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Love looking to throw it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now it's Richardson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
Set to throw is Morgan.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Chiefs extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Love. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 3rd and 19.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Morgan off of play action.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Richardson to start the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now 2nd and 3. Play action with Morgan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Love now. Now this aired out deep for Reed. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Here's Morgan to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. In motion, the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and long. Morgan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. They'll try and run it in. It's Richardson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. He'll try again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs just continue to roll.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Chiefs 63, Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go.
Throwing. Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Let's go.
Now a toss to Richardson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
147 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Off of a play fake, here's Morgan.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Let's go now.
They'll try again.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game. They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Throwing now is Morgan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have two.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Broken tackle.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 11.
Here we go, set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Richardson.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Packers take over the first half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them.